Titled The Last Knock at Midnight. Part 1. The House on Waverly Hill. They told stories about the old Waverly Hill house. Children dared each other to knock on its door. Teenagers told tales of people who went in and never came out. But no one had lived there for 50 years, not since the Miller family disappeared without a trace. But to Clara Jennings, a 25-year-old freelance journalist, it was a perfect story waiting to be uncovered. "I'm not afraid of some dusty house and old ghost stories," she told her skeptical editor. She packed her gear, camera, recorder, flashlight, and notebook, and arrived at the house just as the sun dipped behind the hills. Waverly Hill stood like a shadow against the twilight, windows like hollow eyes, the wood weathered and cracked like ancient skin. Clara crossed a rusted gate and stepped onto a creaking porch. The door opened by itself. Part 2. Inside the silence. The air inside was stale and cold. Dust hung in the air like fog. Clara clicked on her flashlight and began exploring. Each room was frozen in time. Toys scattered on a child's bed. A dinner table still set. A clock on the wall stuck at 11:59. The entire house felt like it had been waiting. She began recording. Waverly Hill House, Day 1. No signs of animals or intruders. It's quiet, too quiet. She paused at the grand staircase. At the top, a long hallway stretched into darkness. A shadow moved across the top step. She blinked. Nothing. Part 3. 11:59 p.m. Clara set up camp in the old study with her sleeping bag and camera. Her plan was to record the entire night and catch any paranormal activity. Mostly, she expected creaking wood and maybe a raccoon or two. By 11:45, she began dozing off. At 11:59 p.m., her recorder picked up something. Top, top, top. Knocking. Soft but distinct. Clara sat up, heart racing. The knocks were coming from the front door. She checked the time. Still 11:59. The knocking grew louder. She approached the door, flashlight trembling in her hand. Tap, tap, tap. She flung it open. No one was there, but on the porch floor, a single piece of paper. She picked it up. It read, "You shouldn't have answered." The front door slammed shut behind her. Part 4. Trapped. She tried the door. It wouldn't budge. The windows were stuck. Her phone had no signal. Her camera battery, fully charged earlier, was now dead. Then the house came alive. Creaks. Whispers. Faint laughter. The air grew colder, heavier. Clara backed into the hallway when she saw them. Footprints, small, childlike, appearing in the dust one by one, as if someone invisible was walking toward her. She ran upstairs, heart hammering. At the end of the hall, a light flickered from a cracked open door. It was a nursery. Part 5. The children's room. Inside, the walls were painted with faded stars. A mobile hung above a broken crib. Dolls sat on a shelf, all staring at the door. A journal lay on a rocking chair. It belonged to Lillian Miller, the mother. Clara opened it. He comes at midnight. The knock, always 3 times. If you answer, he chooses someone. It was supposed to be Harold, not the children. Clara flipped through pages filled with drawings of a tall man with no face, standing at the door, a shadow among shadows. She dropped the book as a whisper filled the room. He's coming again. The dolls all turned their heads. Part 6. The last knock. Downstairs, the clock ticked forward. Midnight. Knock, knock, knock. 3 loud, hollow thuds echoed through the house. Clara froze. This time, the knocking came not from the front door, but from inside the house. She turned slowly. At the end of the hallway stood a figure. Tall, thin, face obscured by darkness. He lifted his hand. Knock, knock, knock. The sound came from the wall behind her. She ran into the nearest room and slammed the door. It was the master bedroom. Mirrors lined the walls. In the reflection, Clara saw him standing behind her. But when she turned, nothing. She looked back. The reflection of the man stepped closer. Part 7. The truth. Clara was losing her grip. Time made no sense. Her flashlight died. Her watch spun backward. Then she found a hidden door in the floor, Beneath a rug, a cellar, she descended into darkness, the air thick with rot. There, she found them, the Miller family. Their skeletons sat at a long table, hands clasped, mouths open in silent screams. On the wall above them was painted in dried blood, "He comes for those who listen. He stays with those who answer." A mirror stood behind the table. Clara approached. In its reflection, she saw herself already dead, sitting with the family. Then the man appeared behind her in the reflection again. This time he smiled. Part 8, the last entry. Her recorder was found 3 months later by local authorities, who had been sent after Clara failed to return or respond. The recording ended with her voice, calm but cold. "I opened the door. I answered the knock. I saw him. He saw me. Now I am part of the house. The clock still ticks. The knock still comes." Midnight is never over. No body was ever found. But every night, at exactly 11:59 p.m., neighbors claim to hear 3 knocks from the old Waverly Hill house. And if you listen closely, you'll hear Clara whispering, "Don't open it." The end. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thrilling and spine-chilling horror stories. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. Your support helps us create more terrifying tales just for you. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.